We are getting ready to start broadcasting and recording for Journey. What we're doing right now is we're going to try to get a couple of the players who've played the game and on here. But looks like none of them are online, so that'll be fine for right now. Alright, now what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to start a new journey. If you go through the game and you collect all of the glowing symbols, you will be able to get a white robe. The best thing about the white robe is it will automatically recharge the scarf. You know, usually you have to get the floating cloths to recharge your scarf, and makes it, a little more difficult to continuously explore. But the white robe definitely helps out with that. I was talking with a couple buddies, and we were all playing Journey, trying to find one another in the game. It's not as easy as that sounds, but the whole point of this game is, to kind of sit back and enjoy your gameplay. The premise of the game is to connect with everything and crap like that, and you know you can't really, there's no way to communicate with other players you meet except for this little mysterious symbols and whatnot. But take the time to enjoy the scenery, because quite honestly this is a very well thought out game. Get up here into our lovely intro and whatnot. We don't really get a lot of that these days, where you can just find a simple game to sit back and enjoy it. Most of the time you have to constantly wonder what's going on with, enemies or puzzles, and no one really takes the time to enjoy it anymore. Now, the objective of this game is to really make it to that mountain, which, seems easy enough till you get to the snow, and snow's never fun. But this is symbol number 1. The first 3, they just give to you, which, kind of helps out. But and we have our little baby scarf. Some of the gameplay for this is a lot of fun, I'm not gonna lie. It can get boring and repetitive, but meeting random strangers and trying to get to know them with little symbols is really quite entertaining, I'm not gonna lie. But once you get all of your symbols, when you first come into the game for chapter select, you'll come over here and find these ribbons, which magically transform you into a white robed. Now these here mark your hidden symbols. that little glowing ball you just saw was a portal for the chapter select. Those are the first three. Whenever you play through here, your first time, or, you're just red robed, this will pop up and, bring out all your lovely little Now, I'm going to start doing some other games and stuff like that. I'm not really big on the broadcasting and stuff like that. I haven't really ever done it before. But I do have a pretty decent selection of games to choose from, Xbox One and PS4. So if there's any games and stuff like that, go ahead and let me know, and we'll start broadcasting that, play through the entire storyline and side missions once the storyline's done, or side missions along with it to kind of help you level up, stuff like that. By far the one that I'm most knowledgeable about is Borderlands 2. I've been playing that since its release date on PlayStation 3. Got a couple OP8 characters and a few low-leveled ones, and others that are almost to OP8 that we're going to be working on as well. This lovely little clip scene is, the previous civilization. You're on a journey to go find your lost people and on your way for rebirth. No, it looks like we're going to find a person that's in here already. It's really kind of a lucky draw. Yes, and we also have Dos Equis. That one's a relatively fun and aggravating game, I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes choices made in that game just makes it harder to do what you're going for. But as you can see, the first symbol in here is relatively easy to find. And then as you go up and about and whatnot, oh, yep, look, and it looks like we have another white robe in here, so that's always good. And why he's releasing things, I'm not sure. And another good thing about having other white robes in here is y'all are able to recharge each other while in the air, and that's always fun. And if I'm not mistaken, I think he's about to leave the game. Here's a way to get another trophy, is to sit down and meditate with somebody for over 20 seconds. I've already got the trophy, but I don't know if he does, so gonna see and help out if he does or if he doesn't. But that should have done it. So I'm not real sure what he's doing. I've already got the symbol. Anyhow. And we are on our way to symbol number 3 in this area. Now, usually your areas are going to have anywhere from 3 to 4 of your lovely little symbols. But because he is already a white robe, he should already know what all of the symbols are. And if he tries to complete the bridge, I'm not real sure if that's his intent or not, but you also get a trophy if you can go over the bridge without completing everything. I've been working on a trophy. You have to take a week-long break, and I thought it had been a week, but I'm guessing it hadn't been because I didn't get the trophy. Kind of aggravating. Oh. Two relatively perfect in sync. This game takes roughly an hour or so, and it's really peaceful and whatnot. I think the next game I'm going to start working on broadcasting on and stuff like that's going to be BioShock. I'm not the world's greatest at it, but I definitely enjoy the playthrough, so that's always a plus. Now the lovely desert, that one's a giant pain in the ass. There's a trophy in for this area too, where you find all of the cloth creatures, and I guess I haven't done that. And I was pretty sure I had, but I mean, there's no telling how many cloth creatures are hidden throughout this really massive desert. And as you notice, some players really don't work well together. If you have somebody who has played this game often enough, you know that if you stick close to one another, use your circle charm, you can extend your flight quite a bit. But, oh yeah, I forgot about that. Oops. And anytime you see a ribbon sticking up and around out of the ground, it's always smarter to grab it while he's off doing that. But I'm gonna go grab my ribbons, or my scarf symbols real quick, just over here to Oh, do what needs done and all that funness. Actually, there's one right there. Or is that the flower? I can't remember. Oh, that is the flower. This gives you the trophy for Mirage. That is one of our hidden. That's what we're looking for right there. Okay, then let me shoot it back off this direction. Now this one right here does a lot of good when it comes to the cloth symbols or the cloth creatures in this area, because it releases like 4 of them. Now we are currently heading back to the beginning of the desert. Not entirely sure if that other gentleman that's with us did that or not, but wind's picking up, so we're hitting the edge of where we're supposed to be able to go. I'm gonna move back this direction some to kind of double check ourselves and see if there's anything else we missed. Now there is 2 more symbols in this area. One is at the very end, and one we are currently... I can't go any further this direction. The wind's not really cooperating all that well. sometimes it can take a little while to find that everywhere you're trying to go and everything you really kind of need. Oh, no, see right there's another one. Now this is where symbol number 3 is. It could be all of them, but I'm not 100% sure on that one. I know there is one stuck in this tower. And that one could constitute as the last for the towers. For meeting all the ones in the tower, but like I said, that I could be mistaken. Oh, I just released 2 of them, so... Now symbol number 4 in this area is going to be up over here. And bam. Now this next part, you're definitely going to want to pay attention to if you're going to pause it and, you know, try to play through, pause and play through, because it's the dashing through the ancient ruins. There's 3 symbols in this area? Yeah, there's 3. And you kind of have to be careful on number 1 and number 3, because it's while you're dashing through all the sand and stuff like that, makes it relatively difficult to get to if you're trying to pause and watch. go. Try to make it through as many of these as you can. Oh, for a second there, I thought I missed it. Now you're going to shoot through this tunnel real quick, and when you do, you'll want to immediately start going to your right. And back up over this way. Uno momento, people. Had to check a message. Alright, now that's all said and done. Yeah, it's pushing you either to one side or the other. This game gets a little pushy, and when it does, you have to kind of fight it. And then symbol number 3. Can't tell what color it is. Is that red or white? I don't think it's the same person from earlier either. No, but you'll be able to tell down here. Oh, this is a red robe. Try to get his attention before he goes over there. Damn it. You know, as y'all can see, the red robe, apparently he hasn't gotten his symbols and stuff like that because of his color, and by the robe fill out, that's always a pretty decent indicator. We're roughly halfway through this game, so and this right here is another one of those little wall symbols. And then there's 3 symbols in this area. I actually had there's a dude with a white robe that showed me where the symbols were one day. I was playing through here, and I mean, my robe was completely colored out and all that fun stuff, but and I mean, as you can see though, the red robe, they have to have help recharging their scarf. But the white robe, as soon as they touch down, there's recharges. See? It's always helpful. And there's number 1 for this area. Gonna try to wait for this red robe, and honestly, if he takes too much longer, I will just end up leaving him behind because ain't nobody got time for a whole bunch of it. But you do get a trophy for going through most of the game with a companion. Not sure what he's doing. Where are you going, you idiot? Oh well, screw him. And then there's one in here. Now, I found this one myself accidentally. Um, go up, and then up again, and there you go. Your next magic symbol. Now, I am going to wait for the red robe because he doesn't seem all that bright. And, I'm going to use him to bait the ancient monsters that are up ahead. This is where a monster is going to pop up, and we avoid those. Those are bad. They're not cool. They rip your scarf apart, and it's just really not all that copacetic to healthy gaming.